So what does Edoardo Margheriti have to say about this 1988 Antonio Margheriti film, The Commander? Third and last film, directed by Antonio for the German producer Erwin Dietrich and for his company Ascot Film in Berlin. Like the two previous films, Wild Rainbow and Commando Leopard, the film always stars the Englishman Lewis Collins, The Professionals, and the producer's two favourite German actors, Manfred Lehmann and Thomas Danberg. We find other well-known faces from Margheriti's cinema, actors such as Lee Van Cleef and John Steiner, who are accompanied by an excellent Donald Pleasance in one of his last appearances. This film, like its predecessors, was also made in the Philippines, in the places now dear to Antonio. Of the three films in the Mercenary series, this is undoubtedly the weakest, maybe. Starting from the story and the situations already seen, the film probably suffers from the collapse of the international market for this genre of adventure cinema, with which it was now almost saturated. In fact, of the three films, it is also the one with the smallest budget and least demands. The making of this film was very challenging for Antonio and also for me due to the many accidents and unexpected events that occurred during filming. Of the three films shot for Ascot, this was the one with the lowest budget, the first symptoms of a foreign market that was beginning its inexorable decline and that would lead to its total closure within a few years, and the first difficulties began with the departure for the Philippines when Walter Patriarca, the set designer who had done the preparation in Rome and part of the filming in Germany and Italy, decided not to follow the part of the filming that would take place in Asia. Having very tight preparation times, we decided not to hire a replacement, and I was the one who took care of the scenographic part in the Philippines, following the constructions and at the same time preparing the film as assistant director. During filming, other problems befell us, the poor health of Donald Pleasance and damage to a camera that ruined the footage for almost a week, forcing us to repeat it. But the final blow was given to us by a violent typhoon that hit the Pagsanjan area where we were staying and where we were filming. A wind of over 200 kilometers per hour forced us to remain locked in the hotel for 2 days without being able to shoot anything and helplessly witnessing the destruction of many of the external sets we had built. Furthermore, during filming, some of the actors and many members of the crew had health problems, most of which were fortunately minor. Obviously, the quality of the film was significantly affected by the damage and delays that all those incidents caused us. In the more than 20 films on which I worked with my father, I have no memory of such a large number of negative events in a single project. We were haunted by bad luck, but luckily Commando, like all films, also reached the end. I think it's quite a fun film. I'd call it an improvement above the likes of maybe Jungle Raiders, although no, I don't think it's as strong as certainly Commando Leopard, maybe not even Codename Wild Geese. Although yeah, Donald Pleasance's presence is extraordinary. I ought to do a little series one day where I just go through films that feature Donald Pleasance which haven't been discussed on FODD yet, which will include the likes of Ground Zeroes, Blood Relatives. We've discussed Kill a Stranger and certainly Blade on the Feather. Halloween, the first film. There's several other little pictures which Donald Pleasance pops up in. Phenomena by Dario Argento. It's a filmography where if you watch the whole gamut of it, you find a very fascinating variety of films, and from across the Western world. I mean, I was gonna say across the world, but it's not like he's popping up in Eastern productions to my memory. Well, in any case, I feel well, so we'll close it here. Thanks everyone, I appreciate it very immensely. Thanks again.